Well, I think he's certainly acclimated to the way society works. You know, it's not so much about tech shock and being marveled at cell phones. It's more about how his company works, how government works, and how the military works. I think given modern technology, it's far easier for the people we're fighting against to commit the things they want to commit. And in order to preserve the freedom and safety that we ensure, you may have to bend the rules, and you may have to infringe upon people's civil liberties, and it's that gray area that Cap's struggling with. Well, when I read the script, it just not just the action sequence, just the dialogue, the tone, the whole movie just felt like something. It didn't feel like a superhero movie. It felt like a really grounded, authentic political thriller, really. This kind of espionage, 70s vibe. And then I talked to the Russos, and they had such a good vision for it, and I talked to Kevin Feige, and just the direction they wanted to kind of push the film is a bit of a deviation from the Marvel formula in terms of tone, and I was all for it. They're so great. They're very normal people. You know, you talk to them and you feel very comfortable. There's not much you can't say. You don't feel that you're speaking to these wildly avant-garde artists that you may get lost in a semantic fog when you're trying to connect on script notes. But more so than that, they're wildly articulate with their vision. They know what they want. They have conviction. And the most comforting thing an actor can feel from a director is that they know it. They know what they want. They have answers to questions. And these guys, they know film. They know what's good. They know what's bad. You trust their internal barometer. And it's a very comforting feeling as an actor. Yeah, we did gymnastics. It was so fun. I was like a little kid. Yeah, we tried to step up Cap's fighting ability. And so part of that was making it a more acrobatic, fluid type of attack. So we did about a month of gymnastics classes. And it's just, rolling and tumbling and flipping and spinning and just trying to keep things fluid and coordinated and not stepping on your own feet. Well, it's one of these bonds that, Cap is. He's still a man at a time, even though he's become acclimated to his modern era. He's still relatively alone, and I think meeting Sam Wilson in the beginning of the film, Sam doesn't treat him in a way, in a way, Steve Rogers is a celebrity. He wears a mask when he fights, but everybody knows what he looks like. He's a regular human being. It's, being frozen for 70 years. These are all things that have made him very known. And as a result, there's a feeling of alienation that can come from that. And I think Sam Wilson just treats him like a regular man. And instead of trying to talk to him as Captain America, a superhero, he talks to him as a soldier. And there's a bond that's formed pretty quickly. And it's certainly something that Steve Rogers needs at that point in his life. And I don't want to give too many plot points away, but something happens, and when you can't trust the people you know, sometimes you got to trust the people you don't know, and Sam falls in that category. Well, they're still opposite. That's what makes it so interesting. They're very different people. It's this kind of odd couple. Black Widow's made a life of deceit and being a spy, and Steve Rogers is just saturated in value and honesty. Couldn't lie if he wanted to, and it's this interesting pairing. And again, I don't want to give too much plot away, but they're forced to work together, and they end up learning quite a bit from each other.